Tonglen meditation is a Buddhist practice that is designed to help people become more compassionate, more altruistic in their understanding of themselves and humanity. So in the Buddhist practice, what you do is you breathe in the pain or the suffering, primarily of yourself. And on every out-breath, you breathe out what is needed, what is required to alleviate that suffering. And if you can do that for yourself, then that can be expanded to doing that for other people and eventually the whole world. So it is a breathing in and a breathing out, a giving and a receiving. And when you can sink into your own pain and suffering and bring compassion and love to that, there is a healing that happens. So that's where we start with Tonglen practice. If you practice that long enough, eventually you will be able to not just do that as an intellectual exercise or a meditative exercise or an imaginative exercise, but you will literally be able to take on and re-experience the feelings of that pain and suffering in a very literal and real sense, at the same time as being co-conscious and bringing your love to that suffering. So that's what Tonglen therapy is.
And that's sort of the practice.
Mm-hmm.
How we've turned it into therapy is that when we're working with a client, I'm able to bring out the unaware suffering, show that to the client, and then Lyndall is able to do, it's just like therapy in that people are aware of, and work with the client to also become aware of that suffering within themselves.
I think it's really important you learn to accept your suffering, embrace your suffering, and process your suffering as it was happening, instead of doing what all humans naturally do, which is to fight, freeze, flee, run away, dissociate, deny. Yeah. You, from the earliest days, were doing Tonglen for yourself.
For myself, right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And for me, as I continued to do Tonglen for myself, which I didn't have words for this, I didn't know what I was doing, it was just happening, then it became a capacity to do it for other people. Mm-hmm. And that's what we do. That's the Tonglen therapy. I do the same thing. I sink within myself at a point at which I can then access their suffering, show that suffering to them, wrapped in complete love and acceptance, and in that they can then heal.